up? Big Herc916, positivity, motivation. Just want to ask you guys a question out there. You young men who are going to be future fathers, or maybe you're fathers already. If you could go into the future and see your child, your son or your daughter, what do you see? Do you see them in a better position than what you are in your current state? Do you see them better educated, with a better job, better opportunities? Or looking at your current situation, would you want to see them in that same situation? Would you want them to behaving how you're behaving, emulating you in society, participating in the things you participate in? I'm just curious, because I never thought about that when I was a young man, and the possibility that I was going to be a father someday. I just thought about myself. I didn't think about how my actions would impact my mom or my brother or my sister or my grandparents. I was just living in the moment, thinking about how whatever I did would affect me, how I would benefit from it, what I would get from it. And that's a selfish way of thinking. But when you're young, you're selfish, you don't care. Life is with no boundaries. If you don't get caught, it's all good. If you can get away with something, you get away with it. But we don't think about, what if that was your child in that same situation? Would you want your child to take that ride with their friend to go commit a crime? Would you want your child running around, robbing, stealing, exploiting themselves? Would you want that for your kid? I'm not saying you wouldn't love your kid, but would you want that for your kid, for your child? Would you want them to do things that would, things that you would participate in today? Would you want them doing it? I'm just asking, and I'm not judging. I mean, man, I've done all kind of stuff, and I wouldn't say that I would want my kid to be involved in adult movies necessarily. I wouldn't want them to rob a bank, sell drugs. I would want to isolate them or insulate them from them type of activities, and preferably through higher education, give them better opportunities. I'm not saying that I'm better, but I'm just reflecting. And that's what you do in life. That's what life's about, is reflecting to see how you could maybe better something moving forward, so that it's not repeated, so that you can change the course of the future. Learn from your mistakes so that your child doesn't make those same mistakes or makes better choices. And I'm not saying if you did adult movies or you robbed the bank, you couldn't be a great parent, but you wouldn't want your kid to follow in your footsteps. You wouldn't want your kid to go and carry an unregistered gun and, jack people, rob somebody, be selling dope. Not when you busted your ass to get to where you're at to be successful, and now you can provide better opportunities. You don't want them to go backwards. To go forwards, to learn from the past. I think about this because I have flashbacks of when my grandpa used to look at me crazy when he used to see some of my friends, and he used to just shake his head, and he didn't know how to break down what I'm breaking down to you as far as my future and how I saw myself moving forward. I was getting into a lot of shit. We'd be at in Sacman and North Highlands. We was at Scandia. We was at the clubs fighting and doing stuff. I was just getting into all kind of stuff, man. Just wilding out. 18. I was 19. I was on swole. I was good with them hands, always about, it was about, back then it wasn't necessarily, you don't want to just go, take anybody's life. It was about, being known for knocking fools and getting into it and being a hitter. But I was doing all that wild stuff, man. I was just, it didn't dawn on me, man. It didn't register that my behavior was just so antisocial. It didn't dawn on me. And so, I look at it and to try to learn, I share these reflections with you guys. And I'm hoping you guys can learn from my conversations and you could be a better parent, because I know I gave my mom a lot of shit, man. And I know my grandfather, man, they had at one point probably gave up on me, but they didn't. And I worked hard to prove them that I was that good person inside. I just had picked up a lot of bad habits, man. We all pick up bad habits. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means that you picked up some bad habits, man. So you guys, it's not like you can't change. It ain't like your life is doomed. I mean, dude, like I said, I've been in some really dark places, and I'm here with you guys today putting out this positive message. So just think about that and reflect sometimes on what you're doing and stop and say, you know what? This ain't for me. I need to change up, man, and do something better for myself. And I'm telling you, you'll thank yourself later when you're sitting down and having that conversation with your child, and they're looking into your eyes and saying, you know what? Dad, you're right. Mom, you're right. I respect that. So, hey, Big Herc916. Don't forget to stop by the Big Herc916 store and pick you up a sticker for your car, or a patch, or a sticker for your laptop, or maybe a beanie, or read one of the many books that Big Herc916 has authored. You know how we do it. Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in. Exclusively at FreshOutSeries.com. Hello, I'm Big Herc916. Contact me for life coaching and motivational speaking.